Hello, welcome to another ePCR training video. And in this video, we're going to be going over the initial assessment tabs here you see on the page here. So what the purpose of this initial assessment tab will be used for when you first get up on scene and transport is pretty much right at your heels. Say if you're on scene for a couple minutes, all you got was a set of vitals, maybe a history, meds, allergies assessment, and patient demographics, and that's pretty much it. And you didn't do any type of patient care interventions, no IVs, no ALS assessments that requires a full PCR. At the same time as well, also for transport agencies, it's a good tool to use as a initial assessment, as the fields here placed inside initial assessment will populate into the other fields as well. So at the same token, if you decide to do the initial assessment tab, then you think to yourself, well, maybe this is really a full PCR. Then you won't have to duplicate the information that was in the initial assessment. Okay, and it will populate into the other fields on the other tabs as well. So I'm going to walk you through a standard PCR from what you see from step one. I'm assuming that everybody knows how to do a standard PCR. I'm just going to breeze through these sections here that people have already known, and I'm going to pay special attention to the initial assessment tab when we get there. All right. So I'll walk you through. So primary role, first responder noun transport. Go down the scene. This is all the firearm S fields. We'll change this over to home residence here. Incident type will be 321. All right, here's your initial assessment tab. As you see here, this is pretty much the same. The only difference is the tab on the right-hand side, as you see here. So subjective, vital signs, outcome, and narrative here. So you notice some that are subjective here. There's a little arrow. If you click that arrow, chief complaints, past medical history, allergies, medications. This is the same ones that you see under the subjective tab if you pull down this tab as well. All right, so you'd enter, so the chief complaint is your first one, as you see here. No difference from what you see or seen in the past. Medical history, same deal there. Allergies is the same. And medications, as you see, the same. Okay, we're going to be going over the vital signs tab now. As you can see, a lot of the vital signs fields have been removed to just simplify a little bit from what you've seen in the past under the main vital signs tab. The person who completed the task has been removed, and just simple fields here that are being tracked. Now, the question has been asked that what if I can't get a blood pressure? What if the patient refuses it? I couldn't get it at the time. So the vital signs tab here is not required field per EMS. However, they have said you need to make a reasonable attempt to get a set of vital signs. So quote-unquote reasonable attempt. So, but for whatever reason that you cannot get a blood pressure, you need to document in your narrative as to why you could not get a set of vital signs, which means patient was uncooperative, a patient refused, whatever reason that is. So you need to document that in your narrative. Outcome patient disposition, transport by P+, whatever as you see fit here. Okay, actions taken, 33. There is a field that is missing in here in the outcome tab. We'll come to it, but it's going to be there for future releases of this. It's going to be the level of service tab. For now, when you finish this, you're going to have to go to outcome. So I'll walk you through that as well. So transport agency, can be Paramedics Plus, facility name. Let's just go with Eden there. Okay. Once you're done there, you do the narrative. This narrative is going to be the same narrative as you see under the review. Okay. So if you type something in, it will go into the other narrative portion as well. It's going to be required, I believe it's going to be 25 to 35 characters, so you need to put something in there as well. So once you completed that, for the outcome, you need to put initial assessment only, okay, and then you can complete it. You just press complete PCR and you should be done. Okay, any questions, contact your EPCR coordinator. Okay, and thank you very much for watching.